Hello everyone, welcome, my name is Phoenix and this... Hello everyone, welcome, my name is Phoenix and this is the Consumer's Guide to Filmmaking. Frankenstein, 2025, Guillermo del Toro. Okay, look, it's Frankenstein. I shouldn't have to explain what that is. You know the basic gist of that. So let's just get right into this one. Same with the Pinocchio film Del Toro did. We have to ask ourselves this. What did Guillermo bring to the table that sets this apart from other film versions of this story? In short, I think most of what Guillermo brings to Frankenstein is just his signature style. The cinematography makes brilliant use of stark shadows and dim lighting, and is also incredibly flowing and well blocked. The angles can sometimes be fascinating to take in, with some really stark low shots and wide frames. To add to that camera work is the incredible set design. Guillermo's distinct visual style often comes with that fantastical gothic sensibility he has with constructing these worlds. The mansion in which Frankenstein created his monster was the perfect example of this. Musically, the score by Alexandre Desplat captures the gothic style of this film brilliantly. Its waltz-like and Baroque-esque stylings imbue the proceedings with a bluster that only Del Toro could make palatable.
So, when I initially wrote this review, I was talking a lot about, whether or not this film is, accurate to the Mary Shelley book, but I haven't read, Frankenstein. So I can't, in good conscience, speak to that. But based on my limited understanding of that novel, I guess Del Toro didn't stray too far from the path, Continue.
The dialogue retained that gothic style and poetic nature and was beautifully delivered by the cast. Oscar Isaac was crushing it in this film as Dr. Frankenstein. He portrayed arrogance and self-doubt so brilliantly. Obviously, the performance praise is all going to Jacob Elordi, who portrayed Frankenstein's monster. Definitely worthy of the Oscar nod, Elordi's physical performance and growling voice imbued this creature with levels of tragic emotionality that is only rivaled by, say, De Niro's take on the character. So, do I dig this film? I guess I do. It's Guillermo being Guillermo, and most of the time, that's a good thing. He's one of the GOATs for a reason, and he always brings such a flair to everything he makes. This film is visually striking and beautifully performed, that cannot be denied. But simply just doing Frankenstein isn't enough to completely impress me. Unlike his take on Pinocchio, Guillermo didn't really bring any interesting ideas or put any notable spin on these characters or this world in the writing. But I cannot deny he brought his particular voice as a director to the table, and that was enough to keep me engaged. If you're a Guillermo del Toro fanboy, definitely keep this one on the radar. And I am feeling a 6.5 to a 7 out of 10 on this one. I think it's closer to a 6.5 than it is a 7, but on a nice day I could see it being closer to a 7 maybe. I don't fucking know. Catch you later, guys.